films headlined by women not being commercially viable, all that is hogwash that has been
Yes.
fed to us, because this industry has worked to make, you know, the male hero the center of the universe.
Once I do that, that's my fill. I'm really not, maybe I'm the wrong person, in the wrong profession, but for me it's really that. It's just when I'm performing and all that, and that part I love very much.
In my first film, there were only 3 women on the
Only
set.
3?
Yeah, there was me, I was an assistant director, there was a costume assistant, and there was a hairdresser, and there were just 3 women on a set of almost 250 people.
Koimoi.com.
Sarika ma'am, you are available for us only from project to project basis. Do you not miss the limelight?
Not at all. I'm very comfortable. For me, I think my favorite part of my profession is acting.
Okay.
And once I do that, that's my fill. I'm really not, maybe I'm the wrong person, in the wrong profession, but for me it's really that. It's just when I'm performing and all that, and that part I love very much. But once that's over, then I'm not, forget missing, I think I try to sort of, seek to just get away from it. I just like my work to speak for me. What you think about my work matters much more to me than anything else.
That's true, that's so true. But then, now you do model love. You also, if headlines are to be believed, get into a film with Mr. Bachchan. Can we call this a new innings of your life?
We've already finished that film.
Yes. So can we call this a new innings?
No.
No?
No. I don't know. No. But I don't even know what to call it. But it is definitely not a new innings. They just happen when they have to happen.
That's so true. But that brings me to Alankrita. The years 2017, when you said that less number of female directors is actually a fact of shame. It's been 5 years. Tell me, has the scenario changed? What's happening? Because you're on ground zero. You're experiencing it yourself.
No, I definitely think there are more female filmmakers, there are more women behind the camera, but I still feel we have a long way to go, and I feel like it should be 50-50, and until it's 50-50, we don't know what will happen in terms of, well, the narrative of storytelling, really, the form, everything, because, you know, it's been too skewed for too many decades. It's really been men telling all the stories. So I definitely think things are improving. There are many more, women making films, but I am hard to please. I'll be happy when it's exactly equal. But I think it's each step forward counts, so that's great. Yeah.
That's so true. But all 4 of you, you come from different generations. Tell me, how do you see that women representation? How do you see?
I mean, I just feel like there should, we are just at the beginning, because I feel like there's just so many stories to tell about women, and really working on telling stories from the female perspective, through a female gaze. I think we're very far still from that, and I think that, I mean, it's everything. It's like when you walk into onto a film set, you know how many women are really working on set, and of course it's changed a lot. I remember in my first film there were only 3 women on the set.
Only 3?
Yeah, there was me, I was an assistant director, there was a costume assistant, and there was a hairdresser, and there were just 3 women on a set of almost 250 people. And things have changed a lot, and that was of course like whatever 15-18 years ago. But I feel like we still have a very, very long way to go, even in terms of representation and all of that. And I also feel like this entire narrative about, you know, certain kind of films, films headlined by women not being commercially viable, all that is hogwash that has been fed to us, because this industry has worked to make, you know, the male hero the center of the universe. So the entire economics, the structure, the funding, the marketing, it's all, and they also managed to make for the audience, make the audience just buy into that kind of film, and then they're like, "Arey, but if the film has, you know, women in it and all, the audience won't go, because the audience hasn't been trained to spend money on other kind of films." True. So I think it's time for like a lot of change, and I do think that luckily I think with streaming things have opened up, and I think also because there's much more exposure to international films and shows, I think things are changing, and hopefully they'll change in the theatre as well.
They will, they will. For you, ma'am?
For me, I feel, like she said, you know, it has been so many years that somewhere we decided that not two people, but one person is going to be the hero.
Yes.
You know, long time back we decided that, and it's a. I think we should also look more at stories rather than you know, saying ki ye let's promote women or let's promote this kind of a community, that kind of a community. Let's forget that. There are stories everywhere, and if we can't do that, then everybody will come and become a hero.
Yes.
You know, instead of just doing that, because somewhere, even if you, I have always tried to decipher, you know, till about a year and a half back, the power of television.
Yes.
You know, if you look at it, I somewhere feel that is women.
Yes, that's so true.
The
That's so
power
true.
of and success of television is women. Now we are not going into content, we are not discussing all that. So you have an audience out there. It's not that you don't have an audience out there. So if you just forget and take out all this and say, I want a good story, and that can come from anywhere. You know, it's today I just saw something which is viral, which was so beautiful. Is this guy who is deaf,
Okay.
and he has a cat, and she is deaf and this thing, and she keeps, you know, asking for food, and he doesn't hear. So he's trained her sign language. He's trying to teach her sign language. Now that is just, I think, a 1.5 minute thing, but there is a story there. What I'm
Yes.
trying to say is we should go after stories. Then characters and all of us will be included. You know, it will be more inclusive in that sense.
So true. For you, Danish?
I think we are progressing in the right direction in terms of equal opportunity and empowerment for all. And with people like Alankrita, they're making the films that they're making. It's a great step in the right direction.
It is.
And I completely agree. We should focus on the story. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't always be the hero playing it and everyone coming to watch the hero. Because after a point, that has been saturated already.
That's true.
I just believe in, I believe that we have really great directors and writers who are writing some really strong female characters and stories. And definitely we are, like Danish said, we are progressing in the right way, but we still have a long way to go. We've seen some amazing projects that are women based, like, you know, female characters are the central characters of the project. We are heading in the right direction, but like also like Alankrita ma'am said, it has to be 50-50. So, but we have
That's
a long
true.
way to go for sure.
That's so true.